Hello again, everyone. I'm going to take a couple minutes here to go over some of my personal strengths and weaknesses. This is always my dreaded interview question. They always say there's no right or wrong answer. It always felt like a loaded question to me. No one likes to admit to weaknesses, but you also don't want to be braggy when you're talking about your strengths. So I tried to take a little bit of time to really think about these, especially without that pressure of the interview hanging over your head. So starting with some strengths, I am a highly motivated individual. I have a drive to get things done and do them right the first time. So I'm really hoping that helps a lot with being in a distance learning program. I'm also very organized. I live and die by to-do lists, and I get an amazing sense of satisfaction by crossing something off of my to-do list. And I'm sure I'm in pretty good company being in a class full of nurses. Finally, my love for learning new things is such a big strength for me. My favorite part about my job is learning new things and being able to apply them again in the future. So being in an ICU, we get a lot of new equipment and learning experiences thrown our way, and I just love that constant learning. I'm really hoping this continues once I'm teaching myself. And as I said in my previous video, things are always changing and improving in the world of nursing and in education, so I'm really excited for this next step. On to some weaknesses. First and foremost, I am a novice in this field. I have not had a lot of experience in education, just some precepting at work, tutoring in the past, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of hiccups along the way and quite the learning curve for someone who has not had a whole lot of experience in this area. I am hoping these education classes help me to prepare for this new role that I'm about to take on. Another area that I personally need to work on is focusing on the whole and not getting lost in details. I know a lot of people say, being detail-oriented is a really good strength, and it is, but I find that I run into getting focused on like one detail or just a couple details at a time, and then spending so much time and effort on those details that I kind of lose sight of the whole. So that's definitely one of my weaknesses. Learning to prioritize certain things over others is an art. It definitely takes a while to learn, so I'm hoping that I improve on that skill. And then finally, I need to work on balancing my school, my work, and my personal life. In undergrad, it's important, but you generally don't have quite as many balls in the air to juggle at once. So I'm currently working full-time. I'm trying to give my fiance the attention he deserves. I live quite a ways away from my family, who I love and miss a lot. And then just add full-time school on top of all of that. And I think I need a third arm to keep from dropping all these balls. I think it is easy to get overwhelmed in situations like this, and I'll certainly have my fair share of freakouts, but finding a way to manage that stress is definitely going to be a challenge throughout pretty much all of this graduate school work, I imagine. I'm sure eventually I'll get into a groove that'll work for all of us, and I know it's going to require a lot of work to maintain, but I think I'm ready for it. See you next time, guys.